Hi there, I am Lavender Gray here with a tarot reading. We've got three piles to choose from today. We are asking about a dream come true, so we are going to be looking with the Goblin Market Tarot at a dream come true spread. We're going to look at strengths, weaknesses, things you have to do, as well as the potential outcome of the situation. After we do our energetic check-in with these oracle cards, I'm going to hop onto the tarot, and then once the tarot is done, we're going to look at the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck and the Sacred Self-Care Oracle deck, this one right here. And then lastly, I'm going to send you home with a Pokemon. We got Clefable right there on the back of the deck. So take as much time as you need to choose which pile speaks to you. I thought about bringing out my D4, but this time around Spirit was saying to let you choose based on your intuition alone. So here we go. Pile number 1 are these cupids. Pile number 2 is this travel suitcase. And pile number 3 is this lotus meditation symbol. So take as much time as you need to choose between the piles. You could be drawn to more than one. You could be drawn to all of them. If you get into your reading, the energetic overview doesn't really sound like you might want to try a different pile or a different video. But without further ado, let's get started. Hi there, pile 1. If you chose these two cupids, then this reading is for you. Yeah, that's cute. So we're going to take a look at this archetype card and then get into your oracles. So we have the empty room here, number 42. The empty room is all about potential. It is the void from which all things come, and there is a sense of loneliness here with the empty room as well as creativity. Let me take a look at the rest of your cards here. We have November, which is Sagittarius and Scorpio season, if I am correct. And then we have Haystack, Karma, you will reap what you have sown. We have Seven of Cups with Black Trumpet. We have Oh That No, number 26. We have Honor, Chinese Peony. And we have Pillar of Light, your vibration is rising, you are the oracle. So, everything is pretty much in frame. I think that's good. So, there's a lot here. The first, Oh That Gnome, is a mischievous trickster character who kind of pushes our buttons and like teaches us lessons of humility and seeing where we're taking ourselves too seriously. Black Trumpet is about, it's an edible, I believe, mushroom, but don't quote me on that. And it represents illusions and shadow. We have lots of shadow with the empty room here. So there's this sense of planting seeds here that you want to tend and grow. So with Honor, we have 22. We have a couple 2s here. We have the 2 in 7 and the 2 in 42, as well as 22 here. And this is 26. So 2s represent duality, represent pairs, represent partnerships, as well as being on the right path. So these cards are saying that you are on the right path, but you might be feeling very impatient with this empty room here. It's sort of like a dissatisfied energy, more for more sake. If you are like a content creator or an artist or somebody like that, you might feel like you have to like be a content monkey and just like put stuff out there, like chug a chug. Ew, sorry for saying that. Like I wanted to say chug stuff out there. I don't know if that makes sense at all, but you might want to like churn. I think that's the word I was looking for. Churn things out without taking a break or anything like that. So this pillar of light is talking about how you are the oracle. You are the source of magic. The fairies oracle deck here has a little snippet about looking at the cards, seeing how beautiful they are, but at the same time recognizing that they're just cardstock and like ink on paper, and that the magic isn't in the cards themselves, it's in you. So I think that is what this card is sort of calling you to recognize. You're the one who has to perform the magic if that's what you are interested in. Like if you're a witch, you're the one who has to do the witchcraft. No one else can do it for you. If you're on that path to self-enlightenment, if you're like really working on yourself, then you probably know that you're the one that has to bring the breath. Like you're the one that has to show up. With honor in Chinese peony, we have a very royal energy here. I wouldn't be surprised if we got some kings and queens in our tarot, but we will see. My eye keeps getting drawn to the empty room, and it's making me think of nebulas with these stars here in the shadow, and that the void of space isn't actually a void at all, and there's things like dark matter, and there's nebulas, and there's galaxies, and everything. Um, so you might be waiting for something to spring up. You might be like waiting for something to happen, but you're the one that has to make the first move. So that is where I'm clearing the oracle cards. You got to make the first move. And we are going to move on to the tarot. And we are going to ask about your dream coming true. We're going to see what you need to do in order to make your dream happen. I'm not really looking specifically at what your dream might be. I'll see what I can infer from the cards, but there's so many different things your specific dream could be. I just want to show you more like how to bring it about in a way that suits you. Okay, let's go. What is pile one's strength? What is pile one's strength? This is a messy shuffle. What is pile one's strength? Alright, I'm going to pull from these. Alright, we got a couple cards here. So your strength is the fairy king. Didn't I tell you I was going to pull a king for you? And of all kings, you got the emperor with this fairy king. He's holding a pumpkin, I think, and then he's holding his hand out for us to pause and appreciate where we are in life. This is Aries energy as well as Ruby. So if we're looking at that from what your strength is, then you probably embody lots of masculine authority. It doesn't matter what gender identity you vibe with, it's more about the energy. Everyone has both feminine and masculine energy, but right now you are exhibiting divine masculinity, the green man, stuff like that. I couldn't think of another example. But yes, the divine masculinity, which means that you are a benevolent leader, you are compassionate, you are fair, you are firm with your boundaries, and you are a balanced soul. So your strength is being strong, of being in control, of understanding your foundations and knowing like what foundations are stable and which ones are weak. So let's see. The helping hands is this Eight of Cups in reverse. Now, this card is, if I'm not mistaken, about leaving a situation. It is about walking away. And to have it in reverse, let me look up in the book. Eight of Cups, Eight of Cups, 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 Cups. Like, in Sleeping Beauty, when the fairy godmothers are trying to bake the cake, the way that she says cups, 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 cups is it's in my brain. Okay. The downside is happiness, satisfaction, family, apology, debts paid. So if we are looking at this in reverse, it is great support is coming your way. Okay. And weakness is the Nine of Platters in reverse. So, okay, this with the empty room here, which is all about dissatisfaction and wanting more for more's sake. So, please have patience with yourself, pile one, because you might be coming from a very painful situation. You might be walking away from a relationship or something that broke, and I think your body is saying that you need rest. I think your body is saying that yes, we need to take naps during the day, or I need to sit down more. If you're in a job where you're on your feet, maybe getting massages or something to help your physical form. With Nine of Platters here, it speaks of impatience, and I want you to be very kind to yourself, Pile One, because I can tell that you've been working very hard and you've been working really hard on bettering yourself and figuring out what situations aren't like figuring out what things are meant to come to an end and like sticking to that, which takes a lot of bravery. The Nine of Platters here in reverse, I would say would speak of dissatisfaction and but it's in the weakness column, so your weakness here is not giving yourself enough credit. You are doing so much good work. You are helping people. Your presence lights up the room. Plus, you have a really in depth touch with your own heart and your own emotions here with Eight of Cups in reverse. We also have strawberries and pears here. Cups is water sign, which governs our emotions, our fluidity. Platters is earth, which is about our physicality and material world around us, which is why I was saying be kind to your body first and foremost. All right, our to-do list for this dream is the Lady of Crowns. This is the Queen of Swords. So being honest with yourself and being honest with other people. There might be messages that you've been meaning to send. Now is the sign to send them. Send those emails, send those text messages, make those calls. Especially if you want to like be hanging out with people, it's okay to be the first one to say like, "Hey, I'd love to spend some time with you." I think your friends will really appreciate that as well, by you saying like, "Hey, I like your company and I want to have more of it." She is a truth teller. Speaking your truth is very important here. We have Apple. And 10 of platters, we have the 9 and 10. Both are very similar in the fact that they're very positive cards, and they speak to material wealth and abundance. 10 of platters particularly speaks to a happy home life. You might be in a relationship right now. If so, I think it's probably very supportive. If you're not in a relationship, you might just be very happy with your home life and how it is right now. And I like that we have the Nine of Platters upside down for weakness, and then we have the Ten of Platters upright, which they're very similar cards. Ten of Platters speaks more of domesticity than Nine of Platters. Nine of Platters is like reaping what you harvest, and enjoying the success, the fruits of your labor. And Ten of Platters is that satisfaction of a job well done, of sitting at home and just knowing that you have a beautiful life. So recognition of the self is really called for here. Be honest with yourself. If you deal with lots of negative self-talk, a good way around that is to think, would I say this about a friend? Would I think one of my friends isn't trying hard enough? And usually the answer is no, because oftentimes we can be a lot kinder to others than we are to ourselves. And the potential is this Ace of Platters, a new start. How does that look? That looks good. So the Ace of Platters in reverse is a brand new start of how you view yourself and how you view your body. I just got this might be a little specific, but if you are a stripper or a sex worker or someone, or maybe a dancer, or even like a construction worker, someone who uses their body as part of their job, I think you might start being a lot kinder to yourself with this Ace of Platters in reverse. And so I'm not quite sure what your dream was. I would say, well, I'm sure in terms of the energy in that your dream is to allow yourself to relax and have fun and to take care of yourself first and foremost. Do I have any other messages here? This Ace of Platters in reverse, I'm going to look up in the guidebook. Where is Platters? There it is. We want the Ace. So the downside is wealth, materialism, corruption, fool's gold. Even on the downside, the card offers visions of wealth and profit, darkened only by potential emphasis on materialism and the corrupting power of wealth. In other words, if you make it big, just be careful how you let this affect your life. Okay, so we have here a pretty steady foundation in order to build stuff on. Maybe you're someone who makes things on the internet and you're kind of wanting to go viral or wanting to garner more recognition for yourself. In which case, go for it and go ahead and self-promote in the comments below. I would love to take a look at what you've been creating. But yes, this is about seeing yourself in a new light, of seeing your body in a new light. And I think this dream has a lot to do with materialism, but in terms of how you view yourself and how you treat yourself. And maybe there's been a lot of anxiety or fear around how you take care of your body. But now is a time for new beginnings. Now is a time of rest and respite and really taking care of yourself, indulging in self-care. I'm just like really feeling the vibe of like taking care of your body first. And this doesn't mean like buy a bunch of self-care things, or get too caught up in the material world around you with how you dress yourself and how you decorate your space. Yes, those things are important, but first and foremost, you have to be happy with who you are and be happy in the body that you've been given. Um, the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck, I pulled a card in my most recent reading, Messages from the Fairies, I believe, called Mirror, Treat Your Body Like the Palace It Is, and it's talking about avoiding crash diets and intense exercise that isn't good for you in the long run. So I wanted to say that. All right. Now we're going to move on to this Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. Oh, let me move these out of the way. So, Spirit, for pile one's best and truest good, how can we integrate this dream into reality? How can we integrate this dream into reality? Let's see. While I'm shuffling, I do want to say thank you so much for watching this reading, and if it resonated at all, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe down below. And hit that notification bell. Am I right, gamers? Okay. 20, Lighthouse. Don't doubt your worth. And the sign here says, I am always enough. And this is one of the ones that I have written all over. There will always be someone in your life who doubts the amazing things you're capable of. It is then that you must decide to be your biggest champion. Believe wholeheartedly in your own worth, regardless of anyone's opinion. Feed yourself a steady diet that speaks to self-love, self-kindness, and self-confidence. Yes, that is what we were talking about. Believing in yourself, believing in your own magic, believing in what your body can do, and recognizing that we are not our body, but we are at the same time, if that makes sense, because our body is going to be the thing that sends us messages about what we need, right? Paying attention to when you're hungry, when you need to go to the bathroom, paying attention to when you need to shower and when you need to sleep. Excuse me. Fuck. Choked on my own spit there. That's okay. Alright, and then some self-care. Clean your space, number 9, something very physical. Cleansing as well as physically cleaning up your space. I could do with a bit of cleaning my space. It's gotten kind of cluttered over here. 27, hydrate. 52, take a walk. 17, create art. Once again, if you are an artist, I would love to hear what it is that you create. And 19, deep breathing. Beautiful. So we have hydrating, taking a walk, cleaning your space, and making art. I think this sounds like a very good day to clear your energy field. These are some things that we can do a little bit every day of as well. Okay, and now I'm going to pull some Pokemon for you to go home with. You can imagine me as someone at the Pokemon nursery or adoption center, and I'm sending some guys home with you. Let's see, what Pokemon should we give pile 1? Let's start here. Blaziken. Okay, and this is a holo. Let's take a look. Beautiful. Fire type. Fire signs are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And Infernape. Okay, another starter Pokemon in its third evolution, both fire types. So we might have a lot of fiery, creative, passionate energy here in pile one. Should we do one more? I usually do three. And Samurott. Okay, another starter Pokemon in the third evolution. So you might be in the midst of evolving right now into your final form. Uh, if that makes any sense. Like, I think you're right on the precipice of a breakthrough into something beautiful, and I think you already know this, especially if you are these cupids backwards? Oh my god, I put them down face down. That is not what I meant to do. All right. Um, that is where I'm going to leave your reading pile one. Like I said, thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe down below. Bye! Hi there, pile two. If you chose this suitcase, then this reading is for you. We're going to get right into your oracles today, starting with this archetype. The threshold, right at the beginning of crossing over into something new. And this is number 45. The threshold is a very powerful time to be in your life. It is when the choices we make are very important, and I would say do lots of research and lots of grounding exercises before you step off into the unknown. Like the fool walking off the cliff's edge, you will be supported by the universe, but a little bit of research can't hurt you. We have bird perched, waiting for news, package, letter. Grapes, time to go out and have fun. Some Dionysus energy here. You might, this might be specific, but you might like getting gifts for yourself and then waiting for the package in the mail. If you can afford that, I think getting yourself a little treat might be kind of nice. We have Birch Polypore, the Four of Wands, and we do have little fairies pictured here. I don't know if you can see, but we've got little fairies in the birch tree. We have the Lady of the Harvest. She represents grief and things coming to an end and reaping the rewards of what you've sown, and she's here to help us through transition. So this threshold, you might be moving from a period of grief of letting go of something into starting something new again. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. And connection, forget me not in number 9, and this is pictured in the Black Forest of Germany, where lots of fairy tales take place, excuse me. So we have a period of grief here, but it's near the end of grief where you can accept things and move on and shuffle off this mortal coil and move on to the next thing. We have here fungus that grows almost exclusively on birch trees, and they are parasitic, so it's not very good for the birch tree. So you might be finding energies in your life that were sort of draining your energy, and now you're getting rid of them and taking care of yourself. This threshold might be new friendships even. You might have been in a relationship or even a work situation where things were like growing attached to you, and maybe you are a very spiritual person and you notice some attachments. Like maybe you also read tarot or perform witchcraft or something like that. Taking care to cleanse your space and cleanse your body and your energy after doing a reading for somebody or after practicing any sort of spirituality, especially if you're with other people, making sure you don't have any attachments from them. But this threshold could also be a call to witchcraft or to spirituality, and that it is time to take a step forward into a new life that is going to serve you. I'm hearing the word religion, perhaps a new religion. I have my own thoughts and ideas about organized religion. I don't like it, but hey, if it suits you, who am I to judge? I just think there's lots of flaws. But anyway, I won't get too up in arms about it. But this Lady of the Harvest here is here to help you transition. You can call upon her aid if you need to. This is the Fairies Oracle, leaving offerings out for the Fae. Be very careful with that though. Like I said, be careful with attachments and things. Do some research. If you're looking to get into fairy witchcraft and fairy magic, I would say do lots of research before you start leaving offerings. But if it does interest you and you would like help leaving things like honey or cake or milk or something that the Fae might enjoy, or little sparkly things, um, we do have fairies here as well, so we had two little fairy cards come out for you. I do have a message from the fairies video. If that interests you as well, you might want to take a look at that. So I'm going to clear your oracles, and we're going to get right into the tarot with what we can do to make this dream come true. So I'm getting that the dream is about spirituality. At least I think so. But we're going to take a look at your strengths, your weaknesses, what support you have, things on your to-do list to bring about the desired reality, as well as the potential outcome for the road that you are traversing. So let's see, what is my microphone cord? I keep bumping as I shuffle. Okay, that should be better. Yeah. Alright, what is pile 2's strength? Let's see. The 8 of Wands. Okay. 8 of Wands. After the struggle to succeed in the 7 of Wands comes the respite of this card, the satisfaction of a job well done with time to rest and reflect. This card traditionally speaks of going to the countryside for refreshment. Some suggest that it may also be about falling in love, and this works well with the idea of taking time to rest and review the direction of your life. During such times, we often have time to notice the people who are most special to us, the ones who reflect our vision back to us, like the mirrored goblin on this card. This card can also signify events moving quickly and contracts being completed, perhaps in the purchase of a house, for example. On the downside, you may find yourself plagued by disputes, jealousy, and a feeling of regret for opportunities lost. On the upside, we have appreciation, progress, completion, luck, rapid developments, recreation, and festivities. So, in your strength column, this card represents a lot of reciprocity, or being able to receive things very well. I think you might be able to parse psychic downloads pretty well. Like when you know, is what I'm going to say about that. Alright, what support does pile 2 have? The Ace of Cups in reverse. So this is blackberries and this is strawberries, by the way. We have fire and water. So the Ace of Cups is a new start, a new spark, usually a romantic spark within yourself or with another person. So the support here is the romance you hold for yourself, the love and chivalry that you hold for yourself here. Is going to support you, as well as accepting the love from other people. I think with this Ace of Cups in reverse, it might be hard for you to receive love, but with this 8 of Wands here as a strength is, well, maybe I'm contradicting myself a little bit, I think. Okay, what is pile 2's weakness? I want to take the top card here. The 8 of Cups, so 2 8s here with an ace in the middle. So, oh, and I like that we have 2 mirrored faces here. Maybe you have Gemini energy. Hecate is also pictured here. Oh, and Hecate is also in the threshold energy as well, so you might want to look at her. She's the goddess of witchcraft, of crossroads. She's often pictured with dogs as well, so dogs might be important. A familiar or companion or an animal spirit guide might be a dog or a wolf or something like that. So this 8 of Cups is usually about walking away from something. This is about the serenity of choosing a new situation over an old one that no longer serves us. Alright, and what does pile 2 need to do in order to bring about the desired outcome. We have the Seven of Platters and the Nine of Platters. So both the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Platters, I believe, came out in pile one. So if you wanted to look at that pile, you might have some messages for you. So the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. So both of these are the element of earth, so anything to do with our physicality, money, material, wealth, goods, our clothes, our body, our physicality, our health as well, and our sexuality, of course. So the Seven of Pentacles is asking you to be a little bit more patient with yourself. It is about deciding if now is the right time to harvest the fruit, or if you want to wait for it to ripen a little bit more. So I think a little bit of waiting, of weighing your options and doing research before you make any big decisions. And the Nine of Platters is calling you to celebrate yourself when it is time to reap the benefits of what you have sown. Go ahead and celebrate it with full force. Okay? And the outcome, potential outcome of this situation for their dream come true. I think I'm going to pull this one. The Porter of Crowns, the Page of Swords here. So someone very chivalrous. A love of honor is pictured here. How does that look? That's pretty good. So this Page of Crowns, this Porter of Crowns here is dancing in front of an audience. So this Porter of Crowns, whoop, missed it. What is the Goblin Porter thinking? What do his actions mean? This card often represents someone who is quick to offer advice or comment on a situation, not always with any real information. He or she loves the attention of the crowd and will tend to rush in without thinking or advise you to do the same. You may be dazzled by his starry nature, but be careful lest his light shows too much. On the downside, the Goblin Porter is often at a loss for words, but tries to compensate for this by embroidering the truth. Because of this, he can exaggerate problems by putting on an act. We have impulsiveness, curiosity, insight, vigilance, and agility. So I was going to say a little bit earlier, but I wanted to be sure and look in the book that the Porter of Crowns might pretend to know more than he actually does. And so I would say to be careful with this and with your dreams. I think your dreams the going might be slower than you want it to be, and you might be feeling very impatient. But with this threshold card, you're still on the right path. You're still ready to make moves. Let me clear these. How can pile two best bring about their dreams? I wasn't satisfied with that Porter of Crowns. The Two of Crowns, okay. So trusting in your intuition. And the Lord of Crowns. Okay, so lots of swords here. So you might be a writer or a journalist or perhaps a public speaker, something where words are very important for you. Communications, HR might be represented here as well. Yeah, let me get those in the middle. So the Two of Crowns represents a duality, a conflicting idea, and I think in order to bring your dream into a reality, you have to marry these two opposites. I keep getting drawn back to this threshold card. I like it. I think it has a lot of symbolism for us right now. Stepping from a world of black and white into a world of color, where you understand that not everything is black and white, and there's all different shades, and everybody is good and bad, nice and mean, if that makes sense. Dialectical behavioral therapy might behoove you. I've been through it, and it really helped save my life, if I can be honest, recognizing that not everything is black and white. The Lord of Crowns here, upright. So, similar to the Two of Crowns, he is about intellectual matters. He is about communication. Communication is key. He is very well spoken. He is very powerful as well. And so, speaking your truth and getting over yourself a little bit, I think might have been the message with the Porter of Crowns here, and recognizing that two things can be true at the same time, and multiple things can be true at the same time, might help you move on from past situations here into the new world. So I'm going to move on from the tarot there and get into your oracle cards. This is the Believe in Your Own Magic oracle deck. I've had this for like 4 years, I want to say. You can kind of tell she's getting a little, I mean, it's a really great deck and it shuffles really nicely. I can see that the edges are starting to get a little worn. It's a very well-loved deck. I used to pull cards for myself and my friends pretty much every day and like pick a card to like meditate on throughout the day. But as I'm shuffling this, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying this reading, and if you do, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe, as Aso Tarot would say. I stole that from her. Hopefully she doesn't get mad. Okay. Alright. Pile number 2. What oracle do we need? Let's take this one. Lavender, surround yourself with love. This is the card I named myself after, actually. So we're gonna read from the book here. Number 19. Okay. Lavender, surround yourself with love. Surround yourself with people who make you feel like the best version of yourself, people you can trust with anything in the world. Maybe you've been distancing yourself from your found family, or maybe you haven't discovered your found family yet. You need to make an effort here. Go out there and reconnect or make new connections. Yes, was it this pile that I was talking about? It's okay to ask for others to hang out with you. It's okay to ask first. That might have been pile 1. But we're going to get some sacred self-care oracles now to see how we can best implement these messages in a concrete fashion. What is some self-care that pile 2 can do in order to bring about their dreams? Okay. Dance, number 18. Beautiful energy. Dance is singing for the soul. Ground yourself. So both grounding yourself and dance have to do with like tuning into your physical body and really getting grounded and really feeling in touch with your lower chakras, your root, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus, letting yourself move from these areas. I'm like wiggling my hips as I'm like describing this. So wiggle your hips a little bit, pile 2. 48, spend time with animals. Number 34, massage, another physical thing that you can do for your body, self-massage, or going to get one from a professional. It might be a really nice gift for yourself right now. And we have 46, soak in a bath. So this is a pretty good day so far. We've grounded, we've danced, we've spent time with our furry friends, bath magic, and a massage. So this doesn't have to all be in one day, of course, but if we look at it like that, it seems like a pretty cool day. We also have a chill hangout with our friends coming up. So yeah, I want to like reiterate, like, it's okay to ask others to hang out with you. And if you're asking people that maybe don't want to hang out with you, that's okay. You can ask somebody else. It's okay to be like, hey, I think you're cool and I want to be friends. That sort of like little kid on the playground innocence, tuning into your inner child. Also, what friends make you feel like your inner child is safe and cared for are friends that you might want to keep around. Okay. And the very last thing, we're going to pull some Pokemon cards, and these shuffle, I don't know, should I do it on here? So beautifully. But I am the Pokemon nursery, and I'm sending you home with some guys. Let's see who you get. What Pokemon pile 1. Inteleon. So we have here the third evolution of a water starter type. Water signs are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. You might have these signs in your chart. Also, maybe taking a look at what water signs you have in your birth chart and seeing what balance of elements you've got. Altaria, a dragon type. Look at how gorgeous this art is. Look at Altaria. I love Swablu. I love Altaria. Okay, go back in your little sleeve. And last poke is Dreadnought, another water type, an evolved water type. And I really like the look of this hollow with the triangles. But anyway, pile number 2, that is my reading for you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe down below, and I will see you next time. Bye! Hi there, pile 3. If you chose this lotus meditation charm, then this reading is for you. We're going to get straight into your oracles here. Oracles? Your oracles! Starting with this archetype card. We have the womb, number 46, I believe. So, the womb is from which all things spring. The book talks about how even Mother Earth has to have had a mother. Imagine her. So imagining the mother of Mother Earth, this is the energy of this card that is boundless potential and creativity. It is about being safe and held at the same time too. We have boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall, being very well taken care of. And kangaroo, unsettled times, need to plan ahead. So having these two together makes me think that budgeting might be really important for you to do right now, especially if you're getting an influx of money, making sure you're not spending it all at once. I could take a little bit of advice from that. I like ordering food, okay? We have pink burn cup with the Page of Wands, and it looks like a salamander here, which is a fire type of fairy, and we have a ladybug as well. We have Sylvanius holding up the mask of truth. We have get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. And enthusiasm with delphinium number 17. So I want to start here with Sylvanius, who is showing us the mask of truth. And in the book, the author was talking about how at first she thought it was strange that there's a mask of truth, because usually masks are what we hide behind. And Sylvanius said, well, yes, but not really, because sometimes we need to put the mask on and then take it off to reveal our truth. And sometimes we actually need to hide our face in order to see our truth, because our face is not our truth. It's just our face. We also have a sacred sword here, picturing cutting through any illusions or untruths. And I believe this is a fairy of inspiration or aspiration as well, a spirit guide. Okay. So, pile number 3, we have very strong energy here. I wouldn't be surprised if you're a Leo or you have fire signs placements in your chart. Very powerful energy, very passionate and very creative. And with all that passion and creativity, make sure you're still staying rooted to the earth, getting grounded. You might have a lot of spiritual gifts already, in which case you want to make sure that you're grounding and protecting yourself. So if you're someone that lets in lots of energies, make sure you're cleansing and protecting yourself. I felt like I had to say that twice, I guess. With this enthusiasm, number 17, these can grow pretty tall, I think. Hold on, I need water. Ooh. Nothing like crisp, cold water, am I right, middle class? Okay. I got that from a very, very old Jenna Marbles video where she's dressing up as Hillary Clinton. I have not seen that video in a while, but from what I remember, I think it might still hold up. Okay, I'm gonna. Any messages from here? I'm still being drawn to this womb card here, talking about boundless potential for growth. And you might not even know what your dream is, or scratch that. The dream you have might be a little bit specific, and it might even be smaller than you're allowed to dream. Like, you might be able to dream bigger. And the universe is saying, like, you can manifest your every dream, like you can manifest your every wish. Don't shoot yourself short. Shoot yourself in the foot, sell yourself short. Shoot yourself short. Okay. New saying for you guys. Try it out. There's a lot of excitement and a lot of energy. I feel like you are very grounded, and I think this is just a reminder to stay grounded as you continue to pursue your dreams. So I'm going to clear the oracles and get onto your tarot. We are going to take a look at your strengths, your weaknesses, and the support you have around you, as well as things on your to-do list to bring about the desired outcome. Okay, that didn't shuffle whatsoever. Let me try again. There we go. Don't make fun of how I shuffle. My hands are really small and I can't do bridge shuffling. I've tried it. I can't. Unless some, I don't know, magic happens overnight and suddenly I can hold cards. Hold cards like that. Okay. Anyway. What is pile number one's strength? Spirit. What is pile number one's strength? I'm gonna pull from here. The Porter of Wands, the Page of Wands here, and we have, I think a bird in the background there. That white shape, I think, is a bird. But we have a Porter of Wands here, so you might be very poetic, and you might not even realize how poetic you are. You might be very gifted when it comes to craftsmanship or artistry. I'm really stumbling over my words today, Pile 3. Hopefully you don't mind. So the Page of Wands here, or the Porter, comes with a bit of a warning of that you might pretend to know more than you do, which is okay, honestly, same. So there's a bit of humility here pictured, but Wands is the element of fire, so it's creativity, it's passion, it's sexuality, it's drive, it's your ambition, your hunger for things, your gut instinct as well. So tuning into your instincts might be really useful right now. All right, for helping hands, we have the Four of Platters, Four of Pentacles. So this again is sort of similar to the Kangaroo card here. Unsettled times, need to plan ahead, needing to budget and plan what you're doing with your finances. And the weakness is Ace of Crowns. So once you get started on an idea, it might be really hard for you to let go of it and you might run it into the ground. Whereas with this Porter of Wands, since you are so creative and so talented and beautiful, you might have lots and lots of ideas that you can't really manifest into reality. This Ace of Crowns in your weakness slot also speaks to maybe not seeing yourself as you truly are, maybe seeing reflections in the mirror that aren't quite realistic. You might hold yourself to unrealistic expectations as well. You might, like, if you get frustrated with not being able to put out as much content, or like if you're a content creator, or like finish projects, like it might be really difficult for you to finish products as well as get started on new ones. Like I said, you might like run things into the ground like far after the time to be done is over. Again, a Jenna Marbles quote, she has a too much gene where she doesn't know when to stop and she just keeps going. All right, what to do is number one, the cunning man, the magician. So, in reverse, it is time to accept your spirituality, accept your creativity, and shoot for the stars. Like, really, really ask yourself, like, what is it that I really want? What do I really want? Because I can make it happen because I'm magical. And the fairy trickster in reverse, the devil card. Okay. So, you need to shed some bonds or some bindings that are holding you back. You need to take a look at your vices and see if they're controlling you. The fairy trickster in reverse speaks to a letting go of feeling trapped, because the devil card is all about feeling trapped, but you're not actually trapped by any external force. It's usually like a an expectation or a standard you're holding yourself to that's holding you back. So we have two major arcana here in reverse, um, which means that big happenings are happening in your internal world, in which case seeking therapy or professional help might help you through these challenges or help you through these changes. And the outcome is the Seven of Wands. This is about protection. It is about, I want to say stability. It's like fighting for what you believe in, but let me look it up. Seven of Wands. That is the suit of fire. This card is about a successful outcome after prolonged struggle. You have ascended the tower, climbed the hill, or scaled the mountain, and now at the top you can look around and see all that is yours to command. The goblin here hastens under the light of the sun to bring you good news, like a runner in a relay race. The pendulum has swung high for you, so now is the time to take stock, to measure the extent of your ambition, and to begin to set in motion. Measure the extent of your ambition, yes, and to begin to set in motion all that is necessary to implement your future goals, yes. We have success, advantage over others, profit, goal attainment, the need to take stock. So the need to take stock of your resources, like I said, budgeting a little bit earlier, is probably very important for you. This is a very positive card, and I love that we have the sun here, Leo energy with the sun. I just love this little guy. Look at him, he's so cute. The cunning man as well speaks to having all the tools and the elements that you need to alchemize your future goals right at your fingertips already. And he's got little apples, little fruits. He's dancing with his hand. So this speaks to having everything you need already at your fingertips. You are already a master manifester, and you might know this about yourself, but if you didn't, congratulations. You are probably very good at setting out a goal, doing what you need to do to attain it, and attaining it. What was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. Oh. Oh no. Well, I'm going to clear these. Okay. Excuse you. Good enough. Good enough. And now we are going to move on to the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. I didn't do the knocking thing for any of the cards in the other two piles. I don't know why I feel like doing it now, though. Okay. What card does pile 3 need to hear today? What messages do we have for pile 3? How best to implement their goals? I want to pull this one. Gold, you don't need someone else to fix you. This came out in a previous video I did as well. Interesting. Someone is trying to convince you that you're broken beyond repair, unless you accept their helping hand, of course. If someone offers to fix some part of you, it's not because they're being selfless or kind. They know that you're in a vulnerable place, and they want to make you entirely dependent on them. Tell them no thank you. You know exactly how to put the gold in your own cracks. Okay. There we go. Now I am going to pull some self-care. Let's do the knock. Self-care cards. to give us something concrete to do. Alright, how can pile 3 take care of themselves in order to manifest their every wish? Sweet treat number 50. Ooh, and we have little strawberries and apples. This looks like it belongs in that Goblin Market tarot, huh? With all the little fruits around. I think that's really cute. So sweet treat, you deserve to pamper yourself. You deserve to eat good food, good comfort food. Plan a vacation number 39. Now, when I see this card, I look at it and I go like, yeah, right. Who the fuck has time or money for that? But if travel is not in the cards for you, literally, taking your days off, maybe to go somewhere in your neighborhood that you haven't gone before, or try a restaurant that you haven't tried before, or like take a walk around a nature center or park or something like that, just to get out of your house or out of your workplace. If travel is in the books for you, then fuck yeah, go wherever you want, babe. The sky's the limit. All right, number 19, deep breathing. Pretty self-explanatory. Number 12, connect with fire. Ooh, perhaps a burning bowl ritual. And 46, soak in a bath. So we have fire and water here. Very interesting. So I think you're someone very powerful. I might have said that already, but I think you are someone very powerful. Period. I think you're on top of things. I think you have what it takes to be your own boss, or have your own, like maybe your own Etsy shop or something like that, like owning a business. We have here a mermaid archetype pictured here. So if mermaids or maybe even selkies are important to you, you can take that as confirmation that you're on the right path. I'm going to shuffle some Pokemon cards now, and these sleeves shuffle so beautifully. Can't even believe it. Okay. I am the person at the Pokemon nursery or adoption center, and I'm giving you some guys to come home with. Let's see who your new best friend is. Blaziken. Did he come out in another pile? I think so. But this is a fire type, 3rd evolution of one of the starters, so very, very powerful guy. Big Leo energy, so Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. I couldn't remember the 3rd fire sign. We got fire here, lots of power. Professor's research. Little research never hurt nobody. Look at that hollow. Damn. Maybe doing research about Pokemon. If you haven't played Pokemon, you are missing out. You are missing out. You need to start playing. Okay. And Charizard. I don't think he's hollow, but he's a really cool card. Another fire type, 3rd evolution of a starter. And we have Leon pictured here from Pokemon Sword and Shield. So that is where I'm going to leave this reading, pile number 3. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe down below. Bye!